Welcome everybody inside week 2 of our Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show here on Beck. I'm your host, David Sugarman. Thanks so much for joining us today. An early bye week is what's on tap right now for the Bismarck Bucks, so they're getting a little bit of rest, but honestly, they still might be celebrating after their massive Week 1 victory over the Green Bay Blizzard. It took them right down to the final seconds. Let's see how it all went down at the Resch Center. Last Friday night, the first game of the IFL season. It was the Blizzard's first game since 2019. They wasted no time getting back to work. First play from scrimmage, Aaron Aiken, 11-yard strike to Keyshawn Taylor. Blizzard with an early 7-0 lead. The Bucks answer right back. 4-play, 30-yard drive, capped off with a 7-yard shake into the end zone for the former Kent State Flasher, Justin Rankin. Bucks still down 1 after the missed extra point. From there, the defense stand up. The former UND Fighting Hawk, Cam Hunt, eating up a sack lunch. He was far from done this evening. Bucks trail 7-6 after the first quarter. And then Corey Ross, new offensive coordinator. How about a little Wildcats? Emmanuel Jones from 1 yard out. 13-7, Bismarck takes their first lead. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first half. Aiken looking, throwing, scoring. His second touchdown throw of the half to Trevon Saunders. Locked at 13 going into the locker room. Let's fast forward to the start of the second half. Green Bay knocking on the door, botched handoff, and the first turnover of the season. Neon Dion Carter hopping on it. A game as bright as his name, keeping the Blizzard out of the end zone. Backed up in their own end. How would the Bucks respond? Well, Glenn Couillette throws a pick six in short order to Mason Gray. And just like that, it's 19-13 Green Bay. This was a start of a big stretch for the Blizzard. On the ensuing kickoff, JT Stokes trouble handling it. Dog pile in the end zone. Who's got it? Will it be a Rouge? Will it be a touchdown? The guy who just had the pick six, Mason Gray, falls on it, and just like that, 25-13, Green Bay up a dozen. It's the first taste of adversity for the Bucks in 2021. How would they respond? Well, first, Emmanuel Jones answers cool, calm, and collectively waltzing into the end zone for his second touchdown, 25-20. It's a one-possession game. Late third quarter, remember we told you Cam Hunt might be back? Spoiler alert, here it comes. First, Aiken on the rollout, Darion Jackson with the deflection, and Hunt comes up with the pick. The Bucks defense already making big stops routine in 2021. Early fourth quarter, Bucks still playing from behind, but make it 14 unanswered. Couillette finds Rankin for his second touchdown. It's 27-25. The Blizzard weren't going away that easily, though. A playoff team in 2019, Keyshawn Taylor that year had 12 receiving touchdowns. This time, he did one through the rush. He runs one in from 6 yards out. Blizzard go back on top. These teams trading body blows, metronome-style game, back and forth, under 9 to play. Couillette to Raheem Harvey. He finished with 99 receiving yards, this one down to the 1 yard line. A few plays later, Harvey and company back on the 4 yard line. Couillette throws his second touchdown, and Stokes redeems himself after the earlier fumble. Bucks lead by a penny, 33-32 after the missed extra point. Under a minute and a half, off the right foot of Henry Nell. Just like that, 38 yards, Blizzard up 35-33. 1:18 to play. Last chance for romance for Bismarck. Stokes laying out into the dasher boards. 22.2 to play. Bucks are inside the 15. 13.3 to go now. Couillette finds Harvey at the 5. You're playing the Blizzard. You bring your snow boots, trudging through defenders, reaching over the goal line with 6.6 seconds to go. Bucks take the lead back. It's 41-35 following a 2-point conversion. One last heave for the Blizzard. Aiken rolling, tosses for the end zone, and the third turnover of the night. Zarel Hendrick makes the game-ending interception, and the Bucks start the year with a bang. A 41-35 victory on the road. Now look, nobody wants to get too high or low after one game, but Bismarck was eager to prove that they are not the same old Bucks.
A losing team would have found a way to lose that game, and the fact that we all stuck together, nobody panicked, nobody pointing fingers, nobody started yelling and screaming, getting out of character. Against a Green Bay team who's an established team in this league, definitely that was a statement victory for us.
We know we don't have a very winning history here, but we're trying to change that, and that was a good step in the right direction.
Keep working.
So it felt really good.
You know, whether it's a bye week, whether we're not practicing as a team or not, everybody on this team going to keep working during that week.
Now the Bucks may have the early bye week, but as you just saw Justin Rankin say right there, the grind will not stop. Can't wait to see the Bucks continue as they followed up the bye week with a home game against Massachusetts next week. Speaking of the Pirates, just one other game in action this week, and it was Massachusetts taking on Louisville. Massachusetts with a 49-18 win over the Extreme. Two of the IFL's newest franchises going head-to-head, and Massachusetts picking up the easy win. Again, that'll be Massachusetts' home opener, Bismarck's home opener against Massachusetts next weekend at a 6:05 kickoff next Saturday. Time for a short break. When we come back, we'll sit down with the Bucks head coach Rod Miller to break down that nail-biter of a 1-0 start for Bismarck.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Indoor football is back in Bismarck. Bucks football season is right around the corner. Grab a friend or family member for a night of action-packed, hard-hitting entertainment. The Bucks open at the Bismarck Event Center May 8th as they take on the Massachusetts Pirates. Catch the sweetest seats in the house right on the sidelines with VIP service at a Bucks turf table. Available now for single-game purchases. Secure your tickets today by calling 701-595-0771. Bucks football, half the field and double the fun.
Beck Communications is hiring. Beck Communications is now seeking qualified applicants for promotion commercial producer position in our Bismarck Beck location. This position will assist Beck News and Beck Sports. To view the job details, visit www.beck.coop. To apply, email your cover letter and resume to careers@bechtel.coop. Beck Communications, making connections that matter.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center, and the Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
Welcome back to the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show. As we are every week, we are delighted to be joined by the Bismarck Bucks head coach, Rod Miller. Coach, thanks so much for joining us today. Glad to be here. I want to break down a ton from last week, but we'll get to all of it. First, though, given how 2019 went and last year being kind of a wash with COVID-19, I know you don't want to get too high or low based off one game, but did that feel like a statement win for you guys?
It was definitely something that we needed to go out and prove. I think there was a lot of negativity around, what this organization has been in the past and where we're trying to go, and being off, for a year now, or just a little bit over a year. We wanted to come out and make a statement. There was, we weren't predicted to win that game, and we don't worry about that type of stuff. We just come out and do what we need to do. But in our back of our minds, we know we want to make a statement. We wanted to make a statement in that game, and I think we came out and played well enough to make a statement.
The team hit a big snag in the second half. You're down 25-13, the pick six and the fumbled kickoff, pretty much on back-to-back plays. How were you guys able to stay so composed down the stretch?
Honestly, we had conversations about that. And during training camp, I always give different stories from my experiences. And I've been in a situation where I explained to them probably about 12 years ago, we're in a situation where we've seen 21 points scored in a matter of 18 seconds. So we've had this conversation about how fast this game can change, and you just have to be patient and realize it's a long game, things can turn around. And I think that transpired because on the sideline, guys did not get down. They did not, get upset. It's like, hey, we just got to keep fighting. It's still early. So those are the type of things, the character that you want in your team, and I think that resonated with how they end up playing the rest of that half.
It was a really well-balanced game, but Raheem Harvey in particular had a massive night. 7 catches for 99 yards, the game-winning touchdown. We're going to show some of his highlights here.
Okay.
But what does he do that makes him such an explosive player on the offensive end?
For one, he's a veteran player. He understands the game, and he brings an attitude and a passion that you have to have. I mean, at practice, he's going hard 100% every play. He's getting other guys to play hard as well, And when you have a leader like that that's determined, that's what's going to help carry your team. And he's a great leader in that aspect of it, getting those other receivers, not even other receivers, other players to understand practice is going to be how you play in the game. And he practices 100%, and I'm not surprised by how he performed because he practices that way.
You've got a first-year offensive coordinator in Corey Ross, and already the offense looks a lot different and very balanced. 3 touchdowns on the air, 3 touchdowns on the ground. How important was it for you guys to come out and strike that balance in week 1?
The thing for Corey is, he's not a rookie. He's been a head coach. He's been an offensive coordinator, for 5 or 6 years now. I've played against him in other leagues, so I know what he can do, and that's part of the reason why we brought him here because we knew that he could give us the attack that we needed offensively, which also at the same time allowed me to focus fully on defense instead of going, both sides of the ball like we both have. I did that, and Corey did that as well in Quad City. So I think that was a definite blessing for us that we can both focus on one side of the football, and I think that's showing because he has the tools and the weapons that he has to make his offense work the way it wants to work. So, that's just the first game. I think we have a lot of things in store that as we get better, that offense will get even more productive.
From a quarterback standpoint, we saw both guys on Friday night, Richard Stameti and Glenn Kuyet. Was that always the plan to play both quarterbacks?
Yes, the plan was to play both quarterbacks. In training camp, like I mentioned previously, you really don't get a chance to really see live action. The quarterbacks are not getting hit. They're not getting that type of pressure. So we wanted to see what both those guys could do in live action. They both stepped up and performed well. They both did their job, So we have to go forward. We're looking to coach has to make a tough decision down the line here. But I'm confident either one that he chooses will lead us to where we need to get those victories.
Feels like they both have unique skill sets. What do they bring to the game?
I think Richie, you look at him, he's more of your pocket-type passer who will run when need be. I think Glenn is a mobile quarterback, but he's also a pocket passer. But I think, his running ability is a slight edge over Richie in that aspect of it. But both guys can lead us because coach offense is developed to work around either style quarterback.
With all due respect, I know you lead the defense. I think defense sometimes gets overlooked when you talk about indoor football. But you guys made some really big stops, forced some big turnovers, including one to seal the game the other day. What's the defensive philosophy for this team this season?
We just got to go out and get stops. Like I said, it's not made for the defense to be successful on paper. But, we go out and we play hard. And like I said, our goal is this. We go out and our goal is to get at least 3 stops every game. And that's always been our principle from years that I've always coached. If you get 3 stops a game, you should help your offense in a position to win. If you get more than 3 stops and you get 4 or 5 stops, you should be able to beat somebody pretty well. So that's always been our mind state, that we just go out and try to get stops. You're not going to stop everybody from scoring. You're not going to stop every pass from being completed. What you have to do is just make sure you get those stops because that's what we measure how we are successful.
Is the key to a good IFL defense different than an NFL or a college football defense?
More so because you have to be very productive, because this is a fast-paced game. It's a smaller field, so you have less error for margin. So, for mistakes, let's say margin for mistakes. So we have to go out and play smart. You have to be fundamentally sound because it's a smaller field. Sometimes on a bigger field, you can get away with some fundamental mistakes sometimes just because you got time to recover. But in this game, if you make one bad move, it's a touchdown. So we focus on those fundamentals because that's going to be huge for us in this league, in this indoor game.
I know you guys have an early bye week. Not everybody loves having a bye right after their first game. Are there some advantages to that, though?
You know what? For us, it actually is. You get a chance to kind of get some guys that are nicked up, bang. But big things for us is, we had a lot of guys that were out this game for different reasons, protocol reasons and so forth. So this having a bye week gives us a chance to get full roster again and get full healthy. We were 8 guys down going into that game. So getting all our guys back is key for us. So we may not have liked it when we first seen the schedule, but when you look at the situation now, it's the best thing that could happen for us.
Can't let you go without finding out what our coach's code word is for the week. What is it and why?
This week was adjustment. We had to make a lot of adjustments. Like I mentioned, going into this game, we had a lot of players that were out. We had probably about 4 or 5 guys who probably would have been starting in this last game that were out. So we had to adjust. We had to move guys around to different positions. The players had to adjust. They had to realize, hey, we're going into a game with a 20-man roster instead of 21. So, we had to make adjustments because you can't make excuses. You got to make adjustments to continue on to be successful, and that's what we were able to do.
Coach's code word for the week is adjustment. Make sure to follow the Bucks on social media. Get on there right after the show to find out how you can win some cool Bucks swag. Coach, thank you so much for joining us as always, and enjoy the bye week. Please, I know you said you're working. Please take a little bit of time for yourself.
I'll take about 5 minutes of relaxation time, and it's time to get back to work.
I'm pretty sure that's all we can ask for. Coach
it.
Rod Miller, thank you once again. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to see where the Bucks went for a little pregame inspiration before their trip to the Resch Center to take on the Blizzard. Don't go anywhere. This is the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Indoor football is back in Bismarck. Bucks football season is right around the corner. Grab a friend or family member for a night of action-packed, hard-hitting entertainment. The Bucks open at the Bismarck Event Center May 8th as they take on the Massachusetts Pirates. Catch the sweetest seats in the house right on the sidelines with VIP service at a Bucks turf table. Available now for single-game purchases. Secure your tickets today by calling 701-595-0771. Bucks football, half the field and double the fun.
Beck Communications is hiring. Beck Communications is now seeking qualified applicants for promotion commercial producer position in our Bismarck Beck location. This position will assist Beck News and Beck Sports. To view the job details, visit www.beck.coop. To apply, email your cover letter and resume to careers@bechtel.coop. Beck Communications, making connections that matter.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center. The Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
Welcome back to the show, everybody. The day before taking their talents to the Resch Center last Friday to take on the Green Bay Blizzard in their opener, the Bucks made the short walk just a few streets over to Lombardi Avenue to draw a little pregame inspiration. Quarterback Glenn Couillette documented the trip for us to Lambeau Field, home of the NFL's Green Bay Packers. The Bucks toured the 64-year-old historic venue in awe of all the history that's been made there, home to the former legends like Vince Lombardi, Brett Favre, and of course current greats like Aaron Rodgers. And the Bucks drew some motivation from the trip, hoping they could one day play on that field themselves.
I looked at my videos and I was like, man, that's awesome. Like, you don't ever get that many opportunities as an athlete to go there and play or just to visit it. So it's pretty cool.
Actually being on that field and seeing that field, how the environment was, it's a beautiful field. I can't wait to play there one day. I want to go there and get a couple of touchdowns on that field too. Gain a couple of yards, game-winning touchdowns or whatever. Games win on that field if I can.
Definitely just seeing all the greats that have come through there and just how historic Lambeau is, it definitely, get you going like, hey, if I keep doing the right things, keep on putting my best foot forward, I could get here someday.
Oh, we can't wait to see if those NFL dreams come true for the Bucks. For now, we are more than happy to have them in Bismarck and in the IFL. Looked like a fun trip, and hey, it did the job for them, 1-0 with a win at Green Bay. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, it's that time of the week for Hurry Up Offense. We're going to get to know Lyman Tooney Rapati just a little bit better. Don't go away.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Indoor football is back in Bismarck. Bucks football season is right around the corner. Grab a friend or family member for a night of action-packed, hard-hitting entertainment. The Bucks open at the Bismarck Event Center May 8th as they take on the Massachusetts Pirates. Catch the sweetest seats in the house right on the sidelines with VIP service at a Bucks turf table. Available now for single game purchases. Secure your tickets today by calling 701-595-0771. Bucks football, half the field and double the fun.
Beck Communications is hiring. Beck Communications is now seeking qualified applicants for promotion commercial producer position in our Bismarck Beck location. This position will assist Beck News and Beck Sports. To view the job details, visit www.beck.coop. To apply, email your cover letter and resume to careers@bechtel.coop. Beck Communications, making connections that matter.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center. The Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
To another session of Hurry Up Offense. This week we're talking to defensive lineman Tuni Rapati. Tuni, we're going to get to know you a little bit better with some rapid fire questions. Think you can handle that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get walking.
Let's do it.
First things first, we got a couple of Ball State guys in the office.
Right.
Best place to eat at Ball State?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I like Yats. It's a little southern place.
Okay.
In the village by the apartments.
Okay.
It's pretty good. They serve pretty good food.
Favorite IFL city or IFL city you're looking forward to visiting the most?
Arizona, wherever we go in Arizona. Going back to the West Coast with the good weather.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Best trash talker on the team?
I would say one of them is Larry O, offensive lineman.
If you weren't involved in football, what would you be doing with your life?
Right now, I'll probably be taking care of my baby. I have a son, 4 months. Probably, professional dancer. No, I'm playing.
Favorite part about playing in the IFL?
IFL, short field, man. I don't got to run too far, but it's a good game to get your reaction time up. It's it's way faster than outdoor. So yeah.
Can I get a chirp chirp for the guys in the office?
Chirp chirp, let's get it, Ball State.
You heard it here first. Chirp chirp for the Ball State guys. Noah and Mick, that one's for you. Another Hurry Up Offense with offensive lineman Tuni Rapati.
Chirp, chirp. Never thought I'd be saying that as an IU guy. Thanks to Tuni for joining us. And if there's somebody you want to see specifically on Hurry Up Offense, maybe a question you want asked, feel free to let us know at Beck Sports on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. You can also hit up the Bucks on social media. And you definitely want to follow the Bucks on social media this season if you want a chance to win some cool prizes. In fact, right now we're going to announce the winner of our first Coach's Code Word segment from last week. And our winner is Josh Teets. Josh, congratulations. You're going to want to reach out to this email. I want to make sure we get this right. ChrisP@BismarckBucks.com. That's CHRIS. P@BismarckBucks.com. Josh, congratulations. You'll be getting a turf table at next week's home opener against Massachusetts. Go ahead and email one more time, ChrisP@BismarckBucks.com to find out how to collect your prize. You might be wondering, how can I win this week? Coach's Code Word. Pay attention. We're going to flash it for you one more time. The key word was adjustments. Rod Miller's crew already banged up a little bit one week in, had to had to move some things around here in the bye week, you could have the chance to win Bucks prizes and swag each win with our Coaches Code Word segment. Just go to the Bucks social media channels to get that going. Every week, Coach will be joining us every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Make sure that you tune in and you are listening. Now, the Bucks are off this week, but let's take a quick look at Bismarck's upcoming schedule and a look at the big picture for them. First things first, the home opener next weekend against Massachusetts. That'll be at 6:05 against the Pirates, one of the IFL's newest teams. It'll be Bismarck's first look at Massachusetts. Massachusetts actually plays Green Bay this week, so a good measuring stick. And then get familiar with the Blizzard. They're coming to Bismarck for the next week, and then to cap off a 3-game homestand, Bismarck will take on Northern Arizona before finally heading on the road to take on the Iowa Barnstormers. That'll conclude this week's edition of the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show. Thanks everybody so much for joining us. Thanks Rod Miller for coming on once again. Remember, the key code word is adjustment. Head to the Bucks social media channels right after this show to enter for your chance to win some cool Bucks swag and prizes. Thanks to our entire Beck crew, Director Luke Tilbor, Producer Anthony Fridgen, and our News Director Mark Tucson. I'm David Sugarman saying so long and have a safe night. We'll see you next week.